Sheldon, what's the outlook for John for tonight? Tavares?
Looks good. He felt good this morning. We'll have Joey Anderson to warm up just in case, but he's preparing to play.
What's the goalie plan? Obviously, it looks like Jack's starting tonight. What's the plan for this weekend, Matt?
We're going to focus on today. Jack's going to play today. You know, we have a plan, of course, but we'll wait till we have all the information before we execute that. But we're just going to focus on tonight's game.
What do you think this opportunity has meant for Joe, though, just to be around the team?
Joe Woll? I think it's been great. I mean, young guy. You know, he's put his time in the organization. It's been, you know, last season's a funny year for everybody, but you know, he's a guy that we believe in the organization. He's got talent. I think, you know, for an opportunity for him to spend time with us the last little while here, not just through camp, but then, you know, when you're in a regular season setting, I think it would serve his development well.
What have you been liking about John? Before, obviously, it's too bad he got hurt and missed the last game, but what have you been seeing from his game?
Just the fact that he stayed with it, didn't get down on himself, you know, not just him, but obviously our other guys that took a while to get going offensively. And through that process, he hasn't missed a beat defensively. You know, that's something that we talked a lot about last season, just the improvements that John's made defensively and how reliable he's been and how consistent he's been in his game. And that hasn't missed a beat here again this season, you know, whether he's thriving and scoring at a high clip like he is right now, or whether it wasn't going in for him early in the season. Defensively, he's been great for us there. So just his complete game has been great.
Hey, Sheldon, what does it do for your confidence as a coach when you have an idea of what Semyonov can do, but when he comes in and does that for a game, knowing that you can plug him in now and not have that perhaps thought in the back of your mind, what I'm going to get to?
Yeah, it's huge. In fact, I just spoke with him about that. You know, I thought he did a good job the other night. And, you know, for a young player, when you come in, it's about taking advantage of every opportunity you get and every shift that you get, you know, to earn your next one. You're really working to earn the confidence of the coaching staff and your teammates and the organization that you can help and play at this level. So every player that's playing down in the minors just wants their opportunity. And there's a lot of guys down there that believe they're just one opportunity away from being an NHL player. I mean, you get it. You need to take advantage of it. So I thought he did a really nice job of earning that confidence. You know, I had no hesitation putting him on the ice last game. You know, 5-on-5 penalty kill, no matter what it was. He thought he did a good job of it.
How does the conversation go when his English is?
It's a challenge, but his English is better than some other guys that we've had here, so he understands pretty well. So I've been happy with that, and he's a smart guy, smart player. Right from the start of camp, anything that we've communicated to him in terms of what we want to see on the ice or any structural pieces, he's picked it up really well. So yeah, we've been happy with him all the way through, and like I said, it's from day one in camp, he's made a good impression that way, and that's what it's about for young players. In fact, I've had the same type of conversation with Joey Anderson. You know, it's just, you know, he had a great practice, I thought, for us the other day, and that's, for a young player, that's what it's about. Is every opportunity you get. Joey hasn't played in a game here yet, but he's practiced with us. He's skating every day. That's your opportunity. Stand out in those practices, and it's nice to see those guys come up from the Marlies and do that.
Where are you at with the camp line? Are they doing what you want them to do? Has it become something you're really trusting in now?
Yeah, they are, and I do trust them for sure. I really like the way the lines come together there. I was confident in the chemistry of Camp and Kasha, given their best friends coming in here before ever playing a day for the Leafs, and thought that pairing could do well that way and help both of them just get comfortable playing here. And then, you know, whether it was Engvall or Kerfoot spent some time there, you know, we just like that, you know, that I can trust that group to play in defensive zone situations, take a ton of defensive face-offs, not get a whole lot of offensive face-offs. It's a challenging role mentally, but those guys have handled it really well. And then, of course, the penalty killing has been great too.
What did you like the most about the power play during this last stretch?
It's in sync. It's really been in sync here, and guys are reading off each other well. I think it's evolved, and you have a bit of a plan when you come into the season, and it takes a little time to get that going. An Austin situation created some challenges for us in that sense, but the guys seem to be reading off each other the way we want them to, and they're using their skill and creativity and trusting the structure and the plan that's put in place. But also, there's freedom inside of that, and those guys are in sync there. Because it's one thing to have freedom and be roaming around but not be in sync, and then it doesn't look very good, and things fall apart. Nobody knows what's happening, but they certainly seem to be on the same page here of late. And it was nice to see, even when John left and Nick Ritchie went in there, that remained the same. So I think our power plays look really good here for a number of games now, and the results have followed.
We've seen Mitch kind of drop down below the goal line there. It seems like that opens up a lot. What do you like about the possibilities when Mitch is down low on the power play?
Yeah, he sees the ice really well from that space, makes the penalty killers have to turn and face their net, not have a great deal of sense of what's happening behind them. So there's, whether it's Mitch or Will as the righties down there, or John as the lefty, I think it presents some good opportunities. We think that's an area of the ice that we prioritize a lot of higher ice early in the season, but we've known that we need to develop those lower options to really kind of complete it, and we've sort of taken it a step at a time. But I think that's been a big piece of how things have come together here. But that's the being in sync. That's a big part of it, because you have to release at the appropriate times and in the right spots, and then the timing of the passes have to be right. So there's a lot of things that go into that, but the guys are feeling it right now, and they're picking their spots well.
Looked like Holl was back with his regular partner Muzzin again for practice today. Did you see what you needed to see from him last time out?
Well, not quite where we want it to be, but it's going to take some time. I mean, for him to think he was just going to come right back in and go right away, right back to the guy we've come to expect is probably not realistic. It's going to take some time to get there. There's the fact you haven't played for a little while. There's the confidence pieces. There's all those things that take a little bit of time. But I said it the other night. He made some plays in the third period that really helped us on the breakout. That's the Justin Holl that I'm used to seeing. So that's a big part of it. I thought defensively, I thought he was good. I didn't have any issues there. Some of the puck touches, not just him, but a lot of our defense is an area we wanted to clean that up. And we worked at that this morning, and we met about it, and we talked about it through the Philadelphia game. And again, I thought through the third period, we did a much better job of that. So that's the area I'm focused on here today, but it's another chance for him to go tonight and keep building.
You have to be wary of a Flames team. Sheldon's lost a few in the past several games.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, win or lose or whatever's happening, they're playing very well as a team. They're a deep team that's playing very structured and very hard, very competitive. They're protecting their goaltender well. They haven't given up very much offense this season. Their goals against is right at the top of the league. So offense is hard to come by. You got to defend really well and expect it to be a low-scoring game and try to win the special teams battle. I mean, those are all things we're talking about and focused on here. But we played them a lot last season after the coaching change and through the Canadian division, and you come to respect just how difficult it is to play against them. So we're ready for that.